Hi everyone, my name is Nur Akida binti Maring. My metric number is 180185. I am currently furthering my studies in University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, which is located in Parit Raja. I am a third year student in Bachelor of Civil Engineering with honor. My hometown is in Lahad Datu, and I'm currently staying with my brother in Skudai, Johor. In this video, I will present about first, importance of soil, second, types of soil, and third, soil condition in my area. Why is soil important? Soil provides ecosystem services critical for life. Soil acts as water filter and growing medium. Also, provide habitat for billions of organisms contributing to biodiversity and supplies most of the antibiotic used to fight disease. Humans use soil as a holding facilities for solid waste, filter for wastewater, and foundation for our cities and towns. Finally, soil is the basis of our nation's agro-ecosystem, which provides us with feed, fiber, food, and fuel. Next, I will explain about types of soil. First, peat soil. Peaty soil is typically dark brown or black in color and is easily compressible because of how much water it can hold. This soil type is formed by decomposed organic material, is usually found near wetlands, and is extremely porous. Like clay, peat expands when wet, and in extremely dry conditions. It not only shrinks, but it also is a potential fire hazard. It is very poor subsoil when it comes to support. Second is sandy soil. Sandy soil is light, warm, dry, and tend to be acidic and low in nutrients. Sandy soils are often known as light soils due to their high proportion of sand and little clay. These soils have quick water drainage and are easy to work with. Third is chalk soil. Chalk soil can be either light or heavy, but always highly alkaline. Chalk is a solid, soft rock which breaks down easily. Fourth is loam soil. Loam soil is known as perfect soil. Generally, loam soil is a combination of clay, silt, and sand. Loam is dark in color and soft, dry and crumbly to the touch. Fifth is silt soil. Silt soil is a light and moisture-retentive soil type with a high fertility rating. As silt soils comprise of medium-sized particles, they are well drained and hold moisture well. As the particles are fine, they can be easily compact and are prone to washing away with rain. Lastly is clay soil. Clay is an expensive soil made up of tiny particles. When wet, clay greatly expands, but when it is dry, it will shrink significantly. When clay is moist, it is very pliable and can easily be moved, manipulated, and shaped. Next, I will show you soil condition in my area. By referring to the geological map of Peninsular Malaysia, I can roughly identify the soil condition in my area. As we can see, there are many different colors in the map. Each color stands for different types of soil or rocks. How we want to know what is the meaning of the colors? By referring to the legend given, we can know what is the meaning of the color. I need to zoom in to find my housing area. Okay, this is my housing area. So to know the color, we need to increase this. It's a green color, light green. So let's refer to the legend. What is the meaning of the light green? Based on the map, soil condition in my area contributed by sand and silt soil for the original soil condition before some land reclamation has been made. Silty soil is made of smaller particles, which is why it is able to retain water longer. However, because of its tendency to retain moisture, the soil is cooled and drains poorly. This causes the silty soil to expand, putting pressure against the foundation and weakening it, making it not ideal for supporting a foundation. When sand compacts with gravel and other materials, sand does not retain water. Therefore, it will not cause any structures above it to shift. Sand and gravel have the largest particles of the various soil types, which is why it doesn't retain moisture but drains easily. When soil and sand are compact and moist, it holds together fairly well. Additionally, if the two are compact, they make for good soil to support a foundation due to their non-water retaining properties. However, when moist, the particles will lose their friction and can be washed away, which can leave gaps beneath the foundation and cause settlement issues down the road. A suitable foundation for silt and sandy soil is helical pier foundation. A helical pier is a foundation pin made of steel that contains helices, just like screws. They are used to support structures, especially where soil conditions are challenging and make it difficult to install a traditional foundation system. Not only do helical piers minimize the amount of time spent installing a foundation, they also cause little disturbance to the soil and transfer the weight of the structure to soil deep into the earth that would bear the load. This effectively removes sand from the equation as the pier is enshrouded deep in the earth. That's a great solution to eliminate vibration of the foundation and structure of the building. As conclusion, whether the soil is sand, silt, chalk, peat, loam, or clay, it is important to apply geotechnical knowledge by making the soil testing the first step construction of a building or any structure. Without soil testing, the building is exposed to the hidden dangers and all unknown weakness of the soil. That's all from me. Thank you.